So I have been extremely busy the last 2 days doing a lot of necessary upgrades to the Jeep, and I've still got a lot more to do. So in this video, we're going to talk about it all. Hey, welcome to TrailRecon. I'm Brad, and today on this episode, I'm going to share with you some very important upgrades that I recently did to the Jeep in the last 48 hours. Now, if you've been following the channel for a while, you'll know that I upgraded the Jeep to 37-inch tires, and there's some stuff that I've been needing to check off the list to make sure that we can handle those. Well, this last couple days, we've been doing some great work, and I really want to share those with you. Now, yesterday, I was over at my buddy Chappie's house, and we had a big garage party and tackled a bunch of this stuff, and we were turning wrenches all day long, and the camera wasn't rolling the whole time, so there's not going to be videos for everything that you're going to see here, but we did do a little bit of filming. So I'm going to flip the camera around, guys, and I'm just going to show you what's going on. I think you're going to find some of these upgrades very interesting, so let's do that. All right, so a lot of the work that we did yesterday took place underneath the Jeep, but before we get down there, I want to mention the Poison Spider bumpers. I love these bumpers, guys, and I just released that video 2 days ago, so if you missed that video, go check it out, full review and install of those. All right, now let's get down here and show you what we were up to yesterday. So we did end up pulling the entire axle out here so we could install these new Dynatrac ball joints, which are really nice. I mean, I know they're nice and shiny right now. They're not going to stay that way, but I will tell you, my old ball joints were shot. I mean, they were just floating in the wind. And installing these and then driving home yesterday, I noticed a noticeable difference yesterday, which is really nice. And the great thing about these ball joints is they are rebuildable. So there's a little nut on here. You can pull this all off, and you can pull the internals and rebuild it without having to press the ball joint out. Because, you know, getting these things in and out, you got to have a special tool that allows you to press them in. Now, if I need to rebuild these, just pull the internals, and that's an easy day. And my understanding is these are so solid that you're not going to need to rebuild these for a long time. Also, what you're going to notice under here are some new c-gussets. So we reinforced the C of the axle with this upper gusset and this lower gusset. My buddy Chappie did all the welds here, got some good added strength, threw some paint on there. That's going to give us some nice strength to manage these tires and keep from trying to bend that C on the axle, which is going to be good. Now, one problem I noticed this morning is there is a little bit of diff fluid down here, and there's a little drop on the floor. So, well, I mentioned we had to pull the axle out of here, and there was a little oil from when we did that, but not that much. And so the problem is that when we installed it, maybe we messed up the axle seal that keeps that diff fluid inside there. I'm not sure. I'll know more over the next coming days if that's still leaking. I have replaced these seals before. It's about a $300 job to have that done. So not so sure if these are bad, but we'll see. That might be another 300 bucks, but let's go into the Jeep and show you what else we did. Oh, I almost forgot. Something important that we came across yesterday is my tie rod was actually a little bit loose. There was a little play in the tie rod. The cotter pin had broken off, and the bolt, I don't know, maybe it was starting to come loose or what, but there was a little play in there, which is not good. So just a good reminder, just to go around from time to time, retorque your bolts and check everything. You know, it's something I do often, but this one just kind of escaped me a little bit. A little scary, because if that comes loose, that can be very bad. All right, one of the other projects that we did yesterday, and a big thanks to my buddy Mike and Robert, who did a lot of this work, was to add these exhaust spacers. There's one here on this side, and there's one over here on this side. And you know, it's a very cheap upgrade, and what this does is it moves the exhaust down and gives us some added clearance here between the exhaust that goes across and the drive shaft. And it is not as easy as it looks. I mean, the bolts in here were pretty rusty, so there was a lot of penetrating fluid that we needed. Plus, we had to remove my old skid plate, which was a little pretty banged up, and so that wasn't easy to do. I really appreciate those guys' help. You know, eventually I'm going to upgrade these drive shafts, but for now, this is giving us a lot of extra clearance here, which is going to be very nice. Now let's go up inside the Jeep and show you something else we did. All right, the next thing we did, I am really excited about, and there will be a full detailed video. Now, you guys may remember that I got my ham license about a year ago, and so yesterday we did a ham install. So here is an external antenna, and inside we have a hard mounted radio, which is really, really nice. I'm really excited about this, guys. This is going to give comm capabilities so much of an increase. It's going to be really nice. This is a Yaesu 7900, and the head unit is up here, and then I've got the main unit mounted under the seat. I still haven't figured out where I'm going to put the handset. You know, I've got all kinds of mounting options, but look, if you are a ham guy and you've found a good place that you like this, I'd be curious to hear. So let me know in the comments below, guys. But again, full detailed video about ham use and ham mounting and how we did all this coming very soon. I think you guys will enjoy that. All right, the next upgrade that I did, I came home from work the other night and I'm like, I just got to get this done. And this is something you guys have been bugging me about for a long time, and that is my Tailgate tire carrier. You know, adding these 37-inch tires and those heavy-duty bead locks has put a lot of stress on my tailgate, and this upgrade has been long overdue. So what I installed was Teraflex's heavy-duty hinge with their tire carrier, and I really, really am very happy with it. I love how close the tire now fits to the tailgate. It's not hanging way over here, which is really nice. It's a great solid upgrade. Came with a third brake light little mount, which is perfect. I love where that's at. And before, you know, I did this, you know, I would open and close the tailgate and it just did not sound rock solid. And now when I do that, no issues at all. And when I was at the garage party yesterday, when the guys were helping me out, the antenna mount for my CB, it used to be over here, but you can see how thick this is, and it wouldn't fit anymore. So the guys cut it, welded it, or flipped it around and welded it, which makes it really nice. So now I can mount my CB antenna right here. It's perfect. That's going to work out really, really nice. So that was pretty much all the upgrades that we've done in the last couple days. Now let me show you a couple things that I'm getting ready to do. Right here we have Cargo Master's hinge steps, which is really a simple and easy upgrade, but we're going to mount these on the hinges of the Jeep here, and that's going to give us access, a little foot access to the top of the Jeep when the tent's mounted up there. Nice little thing. I'll talk more about these in the future. I've got these G34 lights here, and I've got my old Factor 55 mount that I'm going to mount on the XJ and get those lights mounted probably on the bumpers. But the problem is I came home yesterday and I had driven the XJ yesterday morning. There was water all underneath the XJ. So I've got to figure out what's going on before I do those installs and make sure that everything is okay with the XJ. So video coming here soon, guys. Hopefully we're not like replacing any radiators or anything, but I haven't got into the hood yet. I'm going to do that here as soon as I'm done with this video. And then I've got this nutsert kit and a bunch of hardware. And what is this all for? Well, this is for, boom, look, the Poison Spider fenders. And I just got these back from powder coating the other day, guys. We're going to do a full-blown video on how to install these. I've got a lot to learn about it, but I think it's going to be a very cool install. I've also got some Poison Spider fender liners, and then I'll be installing this here soon as well. So that's to come, guys. Really excited about that. Hey, Rocket, say hi, buddy. He's been hanging out here in the garage very patiently the whole time, guys. Now he just won't leave me alone now that I've got his attention. Rocket's a good boy, man. I love this guy. He's always hanging out here with me. Okay, look, I hope you found this video informative, guys. We've still got a lot more to do in the coming weeks. You know, I've mentioned brakes and steering have to still be addressed, but these upgrades that we did recently have really made a difference. I'm looking forward to hitting the trail. That's the plan next weekend. You know, been in the garage doing a lot of work lately and have not been out on the trail. So you know what? I'm throwing the tent up there. We're hitting the trail next weekend. We're going to do a little camping and have a good time, and I'm definitely going to take you along for the ride, guys. I think that's going to be a good time. I so need to get out on the trail. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you're visiting the channel for the first time, please hit that subscribe button. I'd love to have you as a member of the TrailRecon team. Thanks for watching.